Alright, I am back, and today we are going to take a look at the Bold Forms Lone Wolf figure, which is their Motormaster. As you see here, he is in truck mode. I'm not doing my usual review style. I'm going to go truck to robot to combine mode. So yeah, here he is in his truck mode. As you can see, it is fairly small. So this, depending on what you buy your figures on, this may or may not work for you. At the same time, he's a very large figure. It's weird how it was done. So this doesn't rotate, which is a little disappointing. But he does roll fairly well. No real problems there. Yeah, he's rolling with the back tires and the front tire. The middle tires aren't really rolling, but he's still rolling just fine. So who cares? Some people have complained about this hollowness right here. I did find out pretty quickly you can take this piece that comes with him, and you can slide that over there. It's kind of like a wind vane if you want to. And it kind of has almost like smokestacks on the inside. So it's almost like this is where it's supposed to go in this mode. He does come with a lot of accessories that don't really have a place to go aside from trying to cram them. But yeah. And we'll get into the accessories once we get them into robot mode. So yeah, not much else to go over here. Let's see, that part doesn't hold on the best. And then the sword is stored underneath here. You just kind of slide it in the back here. Oh, that's going to be a pain, isn't it? There we go. Alright, so you slide this in the back here. And then you take this piece here, and this will hold the sword on. And that just kind of friction joints up there. So that's how the sword holds. It's not the greatest, but it works. A lot of this figure it's not the greatest, but it works. I have to say. So anyway, so you take this piece out, pull the sword out. We'll get back to these later. Kind of. So here we got him in truck mode. Let's get him into robot mode here. So this piece here pulls off. You can open this up, and there's there's got some ports going here. And it doesn't do anything else. That's it. That's the only thing it can do. Doesn't turn into like a shield or something like that. So my guess is that once we get the Stunticons, because apparently they're doing the whole set, my guess is that this is going to turn into like a battle station, and like the hands and feet will plug in here somehow to make some sort of battle station, which will be cool if that happens. I'm speculating. I have no idea. I have no inside information on these things. So there's that. So you set that off to the side. And then for this, this is kind of a hot mess. But it's different. That's for sure. So you want to pull this section here up. Like so. And then you rotate this around like this. Okay, just like so. And then you can kind of push these sections kind of in. And then what you want to do, rotate here, I believe. Yeah. I've only transformed this once so far today, so I'm trying to remember it as I go. Alright, And then we can rotate this down. Nope. It was right the first time. All right. Camera back a little bit. All right. Now, split the legs, just like so. Oh no, I was right the first time. So rotate the waist here. Sorry. Yeah. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. All right. So you rotate the waist, swivel the legs down like so. This piece comes off really easily. It's got two little pegs here and here that connect into the sliding joint right here. It holds on very well. Slightest rotation to it will pull it off, which is kind of a disadvantage, but also it's an advantage, and we'll get into that later. Now, all right, so you flip the panels up like so, and then you want to take these things on that slider joint that I was just showing you, and it slides to the back like so, and then up. Just goes up just a little bit back here. Alright, so there's that. And then you take the foot here, and this will rotate. Kind of being a pain here. Like so. And then you flip this little tire here in. And there you go. So to do the same thing over here, so you just kind of pull that slider joint all the way back. And then this will rotate like so. And you can take this foot and move it like this. And then you can put those wheels however you want to. There you go. And then you flip that panel in, and there you have the feet done. Now, I'll get into the instructions here in a minute, because that's a whole nother that's a whole nother can of worms right there. All right, so there we got the legs done. All right, so we rotate the camera up a little bit, and what you want to do up here, fold these little side skirtings down. Okay, then you double hinge that elbow out, double hinge the elbow out, like so. And you flip these pieces here straight down, and they'll tab into place. There we go. Like so. And then what you want to do, you flip this to the back, and then this will flip back just like so. So on the back of the shoulder, just like that. Flip this open, and you can flip out the hand. Like so. And he comes in truck mode, so I'm transforming it in order of what he should be coming in. All right. Then you can come back here, and what you want to do here is take this panel here, and this flips back, and then you can close this up. And there you have the Motormaster in robot mode. And he's all right. He's not terrible. He's not great. But he's not bad. He's got his sword. You can plug that into his hand. Which he's not holding very well at the moment, of course. So you'll plug that into his hand. He comes with this. According to instructions, this is small gun handle. Whatever that's supposed to mean. Let's see what that's actually what it's called. Small gun hilt. Small gun hilt. What it does in this mode, I have no idea. Instructions have no indication on what you do with this outside of the truck mode. And I kind of figured that out because that's how it came. None of the other pieces have anything to do with the robot mode. So he comes with this piece here and this piece here. It's kind of like almost like a little car. He comes with these connector ports here, and we'll get into these later. Waist piece. Of course, the back piece here. He comes with an alternate set of hands. Now these ones are very plain, but they're also closed-fisted. So like the sword holds in there a lot better. So depending on what you want to do with him, if you want him utilizing weapons, let me see. Is that a 5mm? It is a 5mm port. So there you go. There's your options there. And then to change them out, all you have to do is just unplug them. They're just on there on plugs. So you can just plug that in. And neither one of them do anything different for transformation. Just these ones can open and close. That's it. That's the only difference. So, yeah. Posability. And then we'll do scale. Posability, his head rotates side to side. Pretty good range of motion. This doesn't tab in perfectly, but it holds pretty well. And I did watch a video. Somebody was saying that it was almost like kind of like a Shapeways design. And somebody was telling me that this was Shapeways material. It's not. I can tell you without a doubt that this is injected molded plastic. So no questions about that here. Shoulders are on a swivel up and down. There's a ratchet to go in and out. There is a bicep swivel. Double bend elbow, get you all the way up. Hands rotate, and there's also a little bit of pivot in there. And then, depending on which hands you have, you can have some that open and close or not. He's got a waist swivel. Hips can rotate up and down, in and out. Thigh swivel. He's got a really good bend at the knee. Actually, two bends at the knee, so you go all the way up there. There is a little ankle rocker. There's an ankle tilt. It gets you a decent range of motion on the feet there. So, yeah, let's get some scale going here so you can know about how big he is. Here he is with the Seeker mold. So you see he dwarfs the Seeker mold. He's pretty big. Which is funny because he comes from such a small figure. Here he is with the Legends class. Voyager Optimus. And the Leader class Jetfire. So he's actually to the head. If you don't go towards the box, top of the box, if you go to the top of the head, he's actually the same height as the Leader class Jetfire. Like I said, it's almost like a deluxe truck that turns into a leader class figure. He's huge. He's big. He's not very thin. Or, I mean, he's not too thick, but he's also not too thin either. I think he's pretty well proportioned for a bot like that. And in case you're thinking about getting him for like MP scale, here he is with MP10, which I have decided to go back to Masterpiece scale. I'll be collecting all the Hasbro figures as they come out, but Hasbro or Masterpiece for the bulk of the collection. And as you can see, he is still to the top of the head. He's about a head taller. So Masterpiece Optimus Prime, to him, I think this is a perfect scale, actually. Is he a Masterpiece figure? No. He's not. Is he in Masterpiece scale? Yes. And then, now I wanted to show him off against Motormaster, the Hasbro one. But I only have one Motormaster, and he's in combined mode. And I want to save that for combined mode. So here he is with the Optimus Prime from Combiner Wars. So he's full head taller. So significantly bigger than that. So there you go. Like I said, is he... and here's another issue that I watched a brief video somebody did. And he wanted to show this off. That is an issue. The knees are pretty loose. They do not hold up. It's not an issue whatsoever for combined mode, but for this mode, they are an issue. Now, I am sure you can go in there and tighten these up. It feels like there's a ratchet going on in there. But that ratchet feels like maybe it's well lubed or something. But I'm planning on taking it apart and putting like a piece of tape in there. Should be good to go. But yeah, there's that. So let's get them in combined mode. Because that's what everybody wants to see. So you flip the hands back up. Oh, real quick. I want to show this off. Here are our wonderful instructions. So here's how we go from truck to robot. So it's like, okay, here's what it comes with. Take that stuff off. Flip that stuff here. And all of a sudden, you got the legs extended here. It doesn't show you how to flip the legs out. It's just you have the legs done. Oh, wait, no. Wait, it goes this way. So, again, legs there. There's the feet. And then this diagram is supposed to show you how to fold up the feet, which is, a great diagram. And then this one's showing you that. Then you rotate it at the waist. And then arms flip out magically. Everything's all transformed magically. And he's transformed. Quite possibly some of the worst instructions I've ever seen for this. Now we flip it over for combined mode. So, go from there to there. No instructions on how to do that. Then there to there. So not too much going on here. And then there to there. Again, not too much going on there. And then from there, legs are all flipped up. And here is the brief how to flip up the legs. And this is all you get for the completion of the legs. So you go from this to this to this to that, and then that. I mean, it's just astounding on how this right here is the worst instructions I've ever seen. This is almost, but this is definitely the worst. They really, really suck. Oh, I didn't show off the box. Here's the box. Black box. Silhouette. Nothing else really to show. Just black box. There you go. Nothing spectacular. It's a very small box for such a big figure. Anyway, let's get them into combine mode. So you flip these pieces up. All right, and then we want to we take the arms. Oh, flip this section here up, and then you'll flip this section here up, and you can take these and you fold them back, like you're going back into truck mode. So you flip this out like so, flip this out like so, and then collapse the arms up. I probably should have done that first, but who cares? All right, and then there's a little tab right here that you can plug this into. Go. There we go. All right, so we got that all completed, and then what you want to do up here is you fold this piece down again, and then give this a good push. Make sure these are all tabbed in very smoothly. Then you fold this open like so, and then this will fold up. And there's the Minosaur head. And the, I'm just now looking at it. The face sculpt is alright. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's not the worst. Alright, now we want to rotate the waist. Collapse the legs. Okay, here's another little pet peeve. It's got all these little moving parts down here that are really aggravating. And these has got to be some of the smallest ball joints I've ever seen. Now, because the instructions suck so much, I can't really figure out how to get these back here without them being, cabs of a truck hanging off the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just cheat and parts form it because it looks horrible the other way. We're just going to pull that off. I know that's cheap, but trust me, it's going to look better without it anyway. So you pull those off. Now you can collapse the legs up like so. Just like that. So yeah, there you got the torso. And like I said, if this was sitting there, basically, as far as I could figure out anyway, it sits back there like this. Or you can kind of rotate these wheels in and kind of get it. This is the most collapsed I've ever to figure out to do it. And it goes up like that. So you still have this huge massive calf back there, which is hideous. So we're just going to parts form it. Alright. So then you want to push right here. That'll rotate around. Give you some more robot detail going on there. Then you take the crotch piece here and you plug this on. And then you want to take this piece here and you want to plug this on. And there's the two tabs here and here. They'll plug into those slots here and here. So you just line those up and tab that together. Does it hold the best? Yeah, it does fairly well. You can take this piece here, and this will two ports on the back. Plug in those two tabs top there, like so. Not too bad. Alright, now we take these pieces and we're going to plug these in. And I like to do the gap up. And you just take this and you just plug it in like so. And that's now the Combiner Wars ports. Apparently these are just add-ons, and the real Stunticons are going to be different. So you plug those in, and you take these and you just plug those in and plug that in just like so. And there we have him in torso. We've got some parts hanging out over here because, like I said, they suck. And let me rotate the camera up a little bit. I had a Ranch of the Week planned for Sunday, but I'm going to do him instead because there's no real reviews of him out. Alright, so we're going to take the Combiner Wars Stunticons here, and you just plug them in just like you would regular Combiner Wars. Now I do not have the purple upgraded hands yet. I ordered them from Capture Prey, I believe, a long time ago, and they still don't have them. And I do have Wild Rider. I have not reviewed him yet. I have not had the time. And I figured this was more important to get done. Alright. So there we have him. Those knees are fun. Wow. Okay. Yep, that's the same joint that I was having problems with earlier. Alright. Okay. Okay. We good? Alright, I'm going to lean him up against the wall. There you go. There's Bold Forms Motormaster. And here he is against the Combiner Wars Minosaur. Who's a hot mess that can stand up straight. He looks real nice, but as you saw, yeah. Oh man. So he has all the same posability that Combiner Wars would have. You know, if you flip this back a little bit, you get a little bit more. Head swivels, waist swivels, hips are up and down, in, out, and then the knees, or the thigh is that. Maybe it's supposed to lock in a little bit more, but I don't want to push it too hard. Knees, of course, you know, rotate. You got the swivels and stuff, same thing as Combiner Wars. Alright, so come on. What is going on now? Alright, there we go. Alright, so what do we got? We got an interesting piece of work here. Wow. Yeah, I started this review liking this figure, and the more I mess with it as I go, the less I like it. The fact that it parts forms, you know, it's like maybe this will turn into something cool at some point. Maybe it won't. Who knows? They have given us no indication. But parts forms. I'm going to count this as parts forming, even though it's me parts forming it. you're not supposed to take these off. But yeah, I'd be damned if I haven't had this hanging off the back of his leg. That's a bit much. It's cool that he comes with the extra hands, but the open hands, as you saw with the sword, if you try to hold them straight across, doesn't hold. And then he comes with his gun, which of course you can plug in. Try and plug into his hand. That doesn't do anything. Small gun hilt. I don't know what this means. It means nothing to me. So, what's my opinion of this thing? It's trash. I gotta say it's trash. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, which is possible. The instructions suck, so it's kind of hard for me to sit here and say, well, I followed the instructions to a T. Well, I did, and it got me halfway through the transformation, so I kind of just winged it for the rest of it. The first couple times I was playing with it. He looks better than that. I cannot sit here and say he's still better looking. But I really hate to say this. He functions better than he does. I mean, let's see. His legs are a little floppy, yeah, with the weight. Yeah, okay. So, but when you straighten him out, he can stand. He's standing on his own. You pull him forward, and he does that. You could argue that it's the Combining Wars figures that are maybe weighing him down. But quite frankly, it's not. He's too back heavy. He's just too back heavy. Let's try this. I'm gonna pull the arms off and see what happens here. See, he's back heavy on his own. I suppose we could rotate the leg halfway, like that, maybe. Maybe go into a fan mode. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that looks gorgeous. I guess it works, right? Yeah. All right. There we go. Having to do a fan mode for a third-party figure right off the bat to make it so that he can stand. Yeah, okay. Well, it's a good thing I took those parts out, because there's no way this will fit. This will fit right here. I mean, no. The plastic quality feels superb. I will say that it feels good. It feels like nice solid plastic, kind of, almost in par with like Fans Project, or maybe even Unique Toys, or borderline MMC. It feels nice. It feels smooth, crisp, and he looks nice. That is the end of the positives for this figure. I'm gonna say this set is a fail, and being this is the first release from this company, I can without a doubt say that this is not going to end well for them. They really failed at this one. I'm not impressed. A lot of people gave Unique Toys Dive Bomb a lot of shit, and looking back, yeah, he had some problems. This guy's got more problems than he does, and he's supposed to be the core of the figure. You know, people gave Unique Toys shit about him having the some of the combiner or the torso parts as parts forming, and this guy does the same thing, but he does it in a way that he doesn't pull it off as well as the Unique Toys Razor Claw did. For some reason, his truck mode is so small. It's so tiny. And then his robot mode is so big. So his his truck mode is actually too small to really fit into classics. But his robot mode is way too big to fit in classics. He's in MP scale easily. All I can really say is pass. I'm gonna give him I'll give him a 2 out of 10 for effort. They tried, but they failed. I'm not impressed. I was not impressed with that. I hated that thing, but for $120, to have something with these kind of issues right off the bat, and it's not worth your time. I can't recommend this figure. I really wanted to come in and say, this is going to be the next MMC, but now I'm done. I'm done, and I'm putting this thing on eBay tomorrow.